Hi, my name is Germa. I'm the project coordinator for the Museum of Colour.
Hi, my name is Melanie Abrahams. I'm a literature producer and an arts curator.
Hi Melanie. So you were the curator for our response gallery for People of Letters. Can you tell us your top 3 moments of that process?
Yeah, well, I just loved that role in that it allowed me to dream and imagine and start with a blank slate, which I really love, and think kind of carefully about how I might want to respond and to kind of meet the Museum of Colour's objectives, but also maybe have a bit of fun. So I think creativity was like creativity, imagination was one of the most amazing things about the project. I was taking it from the point of view of our partner, the Pitt Rivers Museum, and about how, although it's a really important museum, there are also problematics with regards to the objects, with regards to how some of the objects have ended up in the museum, with regards to those issues around appropriation and ownership and histories of Black people and people of colour being hidden and sometimes preserved within these kind of glass cabinets. So kind of being aware of all of that, I wanted to make sure that what was created was fun and imaginative, but also really resonant in terms of what artists have been grappling with through writing and creating. And obviously it was based around writers developing new work and then presenting or performing it in a live space as well. So there was that kind of element of it not just being on the page. So one of the things I thought about was who could I have that would be challenging, and who could really reflect kind of contemporary Britain in terms of all the artists of colour that I know, and the fact that some of us never get to be on one platform at the same time. So I thought about those kind of things as well. And it ended up being a wonderful mix of 10 writers and the composer Randolph Matthews. And check out the website for the full list of writers, but I can, mention that we had Will Harris, we had Bernardine Evaristo, we had Degna Stone, we had Tayo Aluko. We had so many amazing writers that I think that there was something really special, and there was a bit of alchemy on the day. The second thing I liked about it was that was the results. I thought that the writers went to town in terms of really engaging with the museum, spending time there. It was like they had their kind of mini residencies, and I really think that they were thoughtful and reflective, but also very honest about their responses and some of the kind of problematics around how they translate this idea of works that should or shouldn't be in the museum. Yeah, how they respond creatively to works that should or shouldn't be in the museum, and this idea of knowing one's place in terms of the place of objects and where they should be, and how we as people of colour should have more ready access to them. And then the third thing I liked is the results. There's a website of the work, but also there's a kind of fun and exploratory kind of facet of it, in terms of you can kind of dip in and out, you can kind of see the pieces, but you can also read about the artists. And I think in the past, particularly on projects I've worked with, because I started kind of pre-internet age, there's been this kind of tendency to kind of do live events and then stuff all the flyers in a box if you have time. And I think one of the things we maybe haven't been thinking of as creators of colour is how we can bring out our archive, how we can make it, readily accessible to the public, but also how we can creatively re-engage with those things that we adored working on and kind of delivering. Whereas I felt that this project was thought through, and we had actually created processes to then bring it to life through a website, which would then kind of be there in perpetuity.
Thank you, Melanie.